Anytime workers start getting fired up, the boss inevitably blames it on so-called outside agitators.
Ultimately, what works best for Target and our team members is the ability to meet challenges without the interference of a union or other third party.
There is an outside force that is trying to disrupt the future of our company.
Works best without interference from an outside third party.
We do not permit third parties.
Well, guess what, boss? This agitation is coming from inside the house. Bosses never speak straight, cloaking what they really mean behind layers of euphemism and doublespeak to confuse us. But if we pull back the curtain, we can see what they're really doing. So it's time to translate some boss talk. Bosses always talk about unions and organizers like something foreign and frightening. Using the same playbook provided by the billion-dollar union-busting consulting industry, they lay out this image of a happy, healthy company. Everything they do is for the good of their valued employees and customers, but the unions are here to destroy all that we love and cherish. Why do companies paint this picture? First off, the idea of outside agitators and third parties fundamentally is trying to say, we don't have any trouble here. Everyone's happy. All the complaining and problems are based on people from the outside trying to stir up trouble. This flat out denies that the problems are real. At the same time, the subtext is that workers aren't smart enough or capable enough of organizing ourselves, so there must be some mysterious and nefarious force really pulling the strings. It's not complicated. At the end of the day, a union is just you and your coworkers. But it's much easier for the boss to attack the union as an outside force. If they openly said what they really mean, you and your coworkers don't know what's best, and management is always right. It would just come across as straight up insulting. They know they can undermine your faith in an outside organization much more easily than they can undermine your faith in yourself and your coworkers. So much of what the boss does to demonize unions is just them projecting their own worst behavior right onto us. While they complain about outsiders, the companies bring in the real shady outsiders. The highly paid union busters are the ones actually interfering with our decision to come together and unionize. It's not just the union busters who play this card either. We've been seeing the same line used to demonize basically every movement of working people fighting for a better life and justice in our society.
There are outside agitators involved.
What he calls outside agitators.
Blaming outside agitators.
Same basic line every damn time. Not to mention, behind all of this is a racist narrative that any movement with the organization and strength to take on the system couldn't possibly have been organized by Black and brown working class people. In reality, they just want to break down our movements no matter what lies they need to tell to do it. They demonize the movement 6 ways to Sunday, throwing everything they can at us to try and undermine popular support for people's movements. So, if they're calling you a troublemaker or an outside agitator, know that you're part of a proud tradition and wear it as a badge of honor. Whether we're fighting for dignity on the job, power in our communities, or justice around the world, we need to call out their lies and recognize that there is no outside when we all live under a system that's out for nothing but blood and profit. And if we stay united, we'll never be defeated.